Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tilted Table. Everyone, stop and stare at the beautiful things coming out of Sam's mouth and celebrate. He was holding them in for a long time before we went live.
Put stuff up there.
For those of you who have not joined us before, we are Tilted Table. My name is Jordan, aka Axel Hellfire.
Sam, aka DJ Fluffy. Ooh, that's empty space.
Oh.
All right.
Reach into the empty space box.
Oh.
Wait, can we do magic tricks? Like, oh, look, coconut water. So tonight we are playing the brand new game Empty Space, which launched on Kickstarter today. I see them in chat. Thank you for joining us, Empty Space board game. Right there, you see in chat, !KS is the link to the campaign, which when I looked at it this morning, already had 30 backers and like 30% of its funding goal. So it's doing pretty good already.
We should have done the thing.
35 backers.
We should have done the video, like we did last.
Oh, we should have. Rip.
Right,
I blame Sam.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna check out this game tonight. We are very excited to check it out. It is a quick playing space exploration game.
It's not just quick. It is a light speed game.
Yes, a light speed game. 1 to 4 players should play in about 30 minutes, according to the Kickstarter. And we're going to read a little bit of the storyline here to get us started, to set the mood, as it were. Not long ago, humankind began to look past our bases on Mars and Europa for a new home. We sent out probes to explore a universe we barely knew anything about. Contact was lost with most of them, but a few sent back the locations of habitable exoplanets. The 4 coalitions each sent out terraforming missions. Some of these were also lost due to forces or phenomena, or perhaps agents unknown.
I don't know them.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
So there's a lot more cool stuff, but I'll leave that as a surprise for people who want to check out more info on the Kickstarter or get the game for themselves. So what we have here is our game board in front of us, if you want to give them the full heads-up display, as it were. Now, one of the cool things about this game is that the board is made up entirely out of these square cards. You have 4 destinations, which are the exoplanets, one in each of the 4 colors that we have. And this is just the starter board layout. So you can actually set the cards up in whatever configuration you want. They have in the rulebook a bunch of alternative ways you can lay things out to make it really, really interesting. But for the starter layout, the simplest layout is just 4 columns. For those of you who were with us last week when we played The Refuge, this will look kind of familiar because we are going to march up these 4 columns trying to reach the end. However, this is a 2-phase game, which is that we will first start by trying to get a space probe to the end, and then we will try to get a rocket from the beginning to the end to join the space probe on the exoplanet. So we're exploring the universe to find the planet that we can colonize, and then we're sending the rocket there in the second phase. Now, I'm gonna leave this up to Empty Space to make a recommendation here. But there are 2 ways that you can play the game. One is you can allow people to basically pick a color for free, and that is the color that they play. Or during the game, as you accumulate cards, and we will start with some cards as well, when you have 4 cards of the same color, you can buy one of the probes of that color to start moving up the board, and similarly, you can buy the rockets. Now, as I understand the game, this adds a different level of strategy because what you know about the board at the time you make your probe purchase may determine what color you decide you want to be, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and deal these out, which is 4 cards to each player, and each of these cards is going to be a card of a particular color, right?
Ooh.
Or a black hole, right? So you have 5 different types of cards here, and the youngest person starts first.
Okay,
Suck
Jordan.
it, Sam.
It's okay. I'm sure this is one of those games where
Right.
starting first is bad.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is we have the deck, and at all times there are going to be 2 cards revealed from the deck. And on your turn, you can do one of 2 things. You can either research or explore. If you research, the first thing you do is draw 2 cards, and they can either be face up or straight off the top of the deck. If you draw a face up card, you immediately replace it before making your second choice. And you can do any combination. And those go into your hand. Then you can play cards, and playing cards gives you a couple different options to play cards out of your hand to get things, and then you will discard back down to 4, and that'll be your whole turn. If you are playing cards, you can either discard 4 cards of the same color to buy a probe or rocket, or you can discard 2 cards of a different color to choose, and let me make sure I get this correct, to choose 1 card in the universe, any of these universe cards, which I believe includes the ones up here, are exoplanets, and you can peek at it to see what it is, if it's face down, and then you can choose to leave it face down, or you can reveal it for everyone, right? So there's a little bit of a memory aspect to this. Then the third thing that you can do when you're playing cards is you can change the universe. By playing 3 cards of the same color, you can take any revealed card on the board that does not have a spacecraft on it and remove it from the game and discard it, and then take one of those 3 cards you were trading in and replace it with that one, I assume face up, because everyone knows what color you're trading in. Let's go for buying probes and rockets. Okay, yeah, so the difference is it's a quicker game if they're free, because you don't have to collect the sets. The fourth thing that you can do is play black hole cards. Now, if you play a black hole, it can be played on top of any revealed card that does not have a spacecraft. And this is important because black holes are bad and they inhibit your movement, as we'll find out when we talk about exploring. So if you do not decide to research, which is pick up cards, play cards, discard cards, then what you can do is explore. And if you explore, you can, again, play cards. And in both cases, the play cards phase is unlimited. As many cards as you have to play that you want to play, you can keep playing until you decide that you're done or you're out of cards. Once you've played cards, you can then move your probe or rocket, depending on which stage of the game you are personally in. Now, if you move, there are a couple rules for movement. The movement that you have here, right? I have a red card here, right? So if this was face up, and I have a red probe or a red rocket, I can move on to it for free. If I have any other color, say the blue, I can discard a red card from my hand in order to move on to it. So it costs a card of the color that I want to move on to. If it is a black hole, I cannot move on to it at all. Now, if cards are face down when you move on to them, you will reveal them, and if you cannot pay the cost to move on to them, your ship gets destroyed and you go back to the beginning. So there's an advantage to knowing as much about your path as possible ahead of time, so that you don't have to start over, particularly if you've paid a lot to go through spaces that are not your color to get to where you are, right? Again, and also if you land on a black hole accidentally because it was face down, you would get destroyed and go back to the beginning. There are also, I forgot to mention, there's actually a 6th color card, which are the purple cards. And the purple cards are wild, they are free for any color ship, and you can discard them to move on to any color that is not yours.
Okay.
That, as I understand it, is pretty much the whole thing. But I just want to confirm, Empty Space, once you've bought a color probe, are you stuck with that color for the rest of the game, or is there an opportunity to like switch colors when your probe gets destroyed? Could you like buy a different color for your next time out into the universe?
And while we're waiting for an answer, so
just understand movement. Movement is one space in any direction.
Unlimited until you choose to stop or you get destroyed.
Okay, so but it's I move this.
Orthogonal, yes.
Then I move this.
Yep.
Then I could move here, and then I can move here.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it is orthogonal movement, not
No
diagonal.
diagonal movement. Okay.
Yeah. I'll double check that, and maybe Empty Space can confirm, but I believe, yes, not diagonal, it is only orthogonal.
And what about these? What is the importance here?
So these are the exoplanets, one in each of the 4 colors to match our pieces here.
So you need to
we
move to
can't
the
see it.
exoplanet
Yes.
of your color.
As soon as someone gets to this row in front of the exoplanets, we will reveal all of them.
Got it.
And then what you need to do is get your color probe on your color exoplanet. And once you have done that, you can then buy your color rocket and start it moving.
So we basically just have to. The goal is to move there twice.
Yes.
Once I put this on the right, on the blue one, this is safe.
Yes, it stays
So it's
there.
just, and then this is the only thing that gets destroyed and has to
Yep,
come back.
exactly.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. All right. So I get to go first.
I'm gonna immediately start by buying a red probe.
I'm going to research, and I'm going to take this red card
And flip over the
and
card.
flip one over.
If you get destroyed, you don't need to buy the probe again.
Ooh, Apollo 4.
Oh, okay. Okay, just start at the bottom.
That's cool.
That's the wild, huh?
Yes, that is the wild. So I think I want the wild.
Wow. Okay, that was a surprise.
Yeah. I was digesting the symbols just so people can see. The wild has a lot more symbols on it than the red that I drew because it has one of every color on it.
And so, how does playing a black hole work? It's just for like change the universe, right?
Playing a black hole is separate from all of these, as far as I can tell. Playing a black hole is free. You just have to have one and have a revealed card without a space probe or rocket on it.
Got it.
At the start of the game, each color gets to flip 2 cards for free. Sorry, thank you. I forgot that.
Okay.
So yes, we can pick any 2 cards. Does that include exoplanet cards? So I think we each pick 2 cards. I don't think it specifies in the rules, but I would say probably starting with the first player, flip 1 card at a time and kind of go around. Seems
Not the
interesting.
rules, okay.
Not exoplanets. Great. Okay, so I'm going to start by flipping this black hole. Wow, look at the plays.
I don't know if you wanted that, but all right, I'm gonna flip this one.
I hope your color is this one.
Yep.
I am also going to flip this one. Is that a green?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This is interesting.
Ooh, look at you. Making the blues useful right off the bat. Well, I stick to what I grabbed
Because you don't have a choice.
because I don't have a choice. That's fine. I also didn't want to play anything for now, so that's fine.
Right, so then you have to discard, right?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I should have played them.
Yeah. So I guess. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that might change what you want to draw.
Yeah,
You can just leave that there for now.
Yeah. It probably won't.
Sorry. Forgetting that I had to discard down to 4, I would just play these 2 black holes that I have.
Okay.
And I'm going to play them on the blue. Do they replace or do they just sit on top of it? I guess it doesn't matter.
I'm guessing it doesn't matter. Yeah, because I assume there's no way to remove a black hole.
Right. Yeah, I think you remove it by doing Change the Universe, which is like everything.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So I'll still draw this. We'll still put this card out here. And then I guess I'll draw from the top.
Yeah, you just play them on top of any revealed card that doesn't have spacecraft.
So I think I will.
So that's interesting.
I will make things interesting,
Nice.
and then I will discard a green. Where's the discard pile?
I can just go off. Let's put it off the left so we don't get confused with the deck. Okay. I'm gonna take this red.
And you can end the turn less than 3 cards. No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
by
You just
playing.
have to discard down to 4 if you have more than
Okay,
that.
and then you don't draw up to 4. You
Correct.
okay?
Yep. So I'm going to take this red and see what comes up. Is that a yellow?
It's not just a yellow.
I'm going to draw blind. And unless I screwed that up, that is 4 red.
Cool.
So since I can afford it and I don't want to discard the cards, I'm just going to go ahead and buy red and see how this goes for me.
Okay.
So red is mine. I'm going to put the red rocket in front of me to remind myself to buy it later so that I know what color I am. And put these over here. What would you pick up?
I picked up a yellow, then I picked up that red if you want to flip the top one.
Okay.
And boom, going yellow.
Going yellow.
Should we just get rid of these?
Yeah, we can set them aside now because it's a 2-player game. All right, so yellow versus red, chat. That's what's going on here.
Remember, red is bad.
I don't think it's smart for me to move just yet, so I'm going to go ahead and see. Reveal the universe is 2 of a different color. I'm going to go ahead and take this black hole because black holes seem fun. And I'm going to take this green card.
You gonna flip?
Yes, and then I'm going to play a green and a blue to reveal the universe and peek at this card.
Cool.
Yep. I'm good. I don't feel like I made a high value play there, but I'm learning. I feel it was probably low cost for me to just move onto an empty space there.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm playing these 2. I'll peek at this one.
You're gonna just move on to my trap card, the red. You have a red? Okay, it's fine. The Trifid Nebula as he moves through it. Are you gonna keep moving?
I mean, I think the answer is I have to.
If there's an advantage to try to get ahead. Purple, nice. You can go one more.
That's it.
You gonna stop?
Nice try.
Wait, did you draw that? You didn't draw, did you?
I took 1, and then I drew 1 off the top.
Oh, but then you can't move. Moving is separate from drawing.
Then let's put me back.
Yeah, sorry. I was going to make that move anyways. Probably. Well, I was going to draw and then you were going to move, so it doesn't change anything.
I think you threw me because you said you could have made a more high value action.
Right.
And I thought that meant like.
Oh no, I meant like in.
I mean, it doesn't change.
I could have peeked at something else. Yeah. You keep the cards. I'm just going to draw, and then you can make the exact play you just made, as your next turn.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm just going to draw, reveal, and then I'm going to draw. So unless you really want those, you can just do exactly what you did.
Let's just do that then.
And yeah, so you moved, revealed the red. You moved, revealed the purple, and then you played your red, right? To get on there. You're on the purple, and then you can stop or keep going.
I think I will keep going.
Okay, onto this one or this one?
Forward, please. Oh,
Wow.
yeah, baby!
Free play. Do you want to keep going again?
Ooh.
Do you trust your luck?
Yeah, let's do it. Rip.
Is that a red?
It's a red.
Mirror,
Wow.
the Orion Nebula has eaten
That's
your
so
pro.
freaking rigged. That's not even funny.
Yeah, so red is going to move, and then pay a yellow, and then move.
Come on, be a man. Do more.
Yeah.
Do more.
We're going to go
I
ahead
know you
and
have
go
a
there.
wild, so do more.
Look at that wild that just came up. We're going to go for it. Look at that wild that just came up.
Who shuffled this deck?
The deck was well shuffled, thank you.
Go.
I mean, we're gonna make this a quick game apparently.
Yeah!
I'm gonna throw my wild down, and now we reveal the exoplanets.
Cool.
Nice.
Yellow. No.
Oh, it wasn't mine. Oh no, red's gonna be way over. Okay, that could have been worse, but okay. So from left to right, for those of you who actually here, I'll just do that a little bit. So we have green, red, yellow, blue, and we have Sam.
Rip.
All right, we'll do that because I assume Sam's
I
going
mean,
to
are you?
first.
I'm guessing you're done moving.
Oh, that's a good question. Yes, I am done moving. I don't want to risk my position at this point. It seems I got too far out there. It was too worth it. Okay. I'm going to do... Oh, sorry. You get to keep drawing. My bad. And then you can play cards if you want.
I am good.
You're just going to wait for me to reveal that, aren't you?
Oh, wow.
I'm going to take this blue. And I'm going to take this yellow. And I am going to play a black hole. Just to make things interesting for you.
Do you? Oh, I see. You don't need to do anything for that. Okay.
Right, yeah, they're free. So now we have a black hole army here just to... It's also going to make the second phase interesting. So now if Sam wants to change the universe, he needs 3 of the same color, which that is the color the black hole will become, or whatever he ends up replacing. What will your second card be? I definitely shuffled. There's only 7 wild cards and 9 black holes. I definitely shuffled.
Wow. Wow.
I for sure shuffled.
I do not believe you.
Not only did I shuffle, but I shuffled, dealt out 28 cards, and then also shuffled those again, which is the board itself. He's peeking at that. You're gonna leave it face down for me? Okay.
Why would I show you what that is?
I am going to take this blue, and I'm going to take this yellow, rigged, right?
Hold on, we have a command for that.
Yeah, it's true. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend this blue and yellow to peek at this one.
Cool. Can you flip the next one, by the way?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Boom. I'm so close, chat. But then the rockets will come into play. Also, there's so many purple here that Sam just needs to get past the black hole. And I guess, I mean, there's the 2 reds. Sam needs some reds. This is kind of ridiculous for those of you who can't see exactly what happened here. This whole path was red, purple, yellow, red, purple, purple, yellow. So literally 2 reds, 2 yellows, and 3 purples, and the only colors we're playing are red and yellow.
All right, I'm gonna change the universe. I guess I'll make that yellow.
Nice.
And then your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move on to this.
Cool.
And it is a yellow. And I'm gonna play a yellow. Nice. And I'm going to stop.
Nice. That means you know exactly what that other one is, and it's not a red. Which is good news for me.
Or purple, sadly.
All right, go ahead.
All right, gonna go ahead and draw blind. And I'm going to draw blind.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm going to...
Yeah, I'm not gonna play anything.
I'm just gonna move here.
Okay. With 1 red? Yeah. Start searching for that extra red, right? I'm gonna draw blind. And
You can't black hole my ass.
I'm going to...
Oh, I know what you're gonna do. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't want to screw myself accidentally. So I'm just going to take this blue. That was a green, so okay, I made the right decision. I'm going to play 3 blue here to go ahead and change the universe. And so we're going to turn the Soul Nebula into symbiotic stars.
Cool.
And that's my turn. No luck. Still searching for those reds. Team Red. Team Red in chat.
I actually don't know what the strategy behind like holding cards is, so I'm gonna play these 2 and just peek at this one.
Okay. Hey, prep your rocket stuff. Yeah, I mean, for me, the strategy holding cards right now is around like, before I moved here, I had, I was trying to make sure that I like couldn't destroy myself.
You played 4 cards last turn, right? How are you at 3?
No, I played 3 cards last turn. I did a change the universe, which only cost 3. So I was at 4, I drew 2, I played 3.
Okay, so maybe I misunderstood how Change the Universe works.
Okay.
I thought it was you play 3 and then you put a card down. That's what I did here.
Oh, no. It's play 3 and put one of those 3 down.
Okay. Well, I mean, then it doesn't matter, right? It's play here. It's play 3 to change it to that color.
Yes. And you use one of the 3 you spent to change it. So you're not playing 4 cards, you're playing 3 cards.
Okay. Well, that's... I don't know how we can retcon that then.
I mean, just pick up a yellow card. Because you only have 3, right?
No. Like, then I'd have to make that red.
What?
I made that... I thought
you
could
did
make
you pay 3 red cards?
and then play the yellow. Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I was really confused.
Oh. Yeah, you would have had to make it red in that case.
Where is...
I mean, it's fine. We don't need to retcon it. But it's under...
Maybe it's the next pile.
No, it's under card playing. Yeah, play cards.
Or remove any of the reveal that doesn't have a... remove any reveal card from the universe then. And including what colors you're trading in. Discard the rest of the cards you cannot change. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's fine.
But, like, we don't need to retcon it. That's
Okay.
fine. Okay. So I'm thinking. I'm going to draw. And then I'm going to draw again.
What did I do last turn then? I drew?
I think you...
Oh, I drew and played that,
You drew and
yeah.
played. Yeah, you peeked. I'm going to go ahead and... But yeah, that... Basically, the change of the universe is the only reason you would ever collect cards of your own color. Right? Because it's required... You need 3 of them to be able to put your own color down. I'm going to do a green and a blue. And I am going to peek at this. Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna play these 2. A blue and a red.
Damn! Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah. Okay, so he's moving, and he went through this red and this blue, which means now all he has to do is come up with 4 yellow to buy his rocket.
Is it 4 yellow to buy the rocket?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, rocket and probe are the same cost.
Got it.
I'm going to draw because I cannot find the color I'm looking for the life of me. And then I'm going to draw again. And I'm going to not get lucky at all. So what I'm going to do is do this blue and green again, and I'm going to peek at this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody wants those greens just drawn off the top.
Well, my strategy drawing off the top is if you need something, it's not the greens.
Right.
So I should try to draw them
Yeah.
away.
Also, right now you need yellow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just, it was amusing that like neither of us want green at all right now.
If I were a betting man, I think I know what you want.
Hey, look, blue and green. Yeah.
It's not blue and green.
I keep ending up with two of them. I'm gonna go ahead and peek at this. Okay. Yeah, I blazed this path and then I got stuck. Like there's Sam just sitting on his exoplanet, and mine is so tantalizingly close. But no cigar.
Oh,
All right.
hold on.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna play the green and blue, just like you.
Okay.
And I will also look at this one,
Okay.
which at this point I think
You
I'll
can just show it to chat.
'cause-
Yeah, just reveal it.
Wow.
So we don't have to.
How
yeah.
rigged?
Yeah, it was a purple. It was a purple the whole time.
rigged.
Yeah. So we now have 4 purples, and I played a purple from my hand, and there were only 7, so that's 5 out of 7. Though we are almost through the deck, so.
Wow.
Man, I'm just gonna keep drawing.
I wonder
have
if
no luck.
mathematically there's like, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do a blue-green peek again. And I'm going to peek at this one. Okay. Drawn blind. Did you get your 4? Because if you got 4 yellow just like that, drawing blind, I'm going to be real unhappy.
I know. I know you are.
But what will you play?
So I will play a red and green.
Okay, gonna peek at something. I've seen all 3 of these, so if you peek at that, just flip it. It's a green. I finally got something I can use, so we're gonna move on to here and reveal it as a dang yellow,
Knew it.
and I'm gonna play another wild,
You asshole.
and then I'm gonna move on to my stupid
You
exoplanet.
suck.
All right, I caught up to Sam, y'all. So now we're gonna move the camera back down to the beginning of the board because that's where both of us are. And we'll
I'm
see.
gonna play your 2 favorite colors.
Blue and green.
Well, let's just keep revealing.
Okay. Look at all those greens. Aren't they beautiful? All right, I'm drawing off the top. Okay, I actually have something fun to play. We're gonna go ahead and just black hole that. There's 9 black holes and we have 5 out.
Discarding a red.
Okay.
These are the last 2.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know what this. Oh, I was shuffling.
Yeah, these are the last 2. All right, I'm gonna draw one. I'm gonna draw the other. Hey, look, a blue and a green. I'm gonna go ahead and peek at this one. I think, yeah. Because interestingly, my play is good, but it also blocked my own path.
Well, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's gonna make things real interesting. I think I gave you another card somehow. That's fine, whatever. I was like, I had 3 cards. I drew 2, I played 1, and now I only have 3 again. You got your 4 yellow?
Suck it. Suck it, Jordan.
You were drawing all the blind yellows, and I could not find them.
Well, I mean, yeah, the fact that we're both going for the same thing makes it
All right,
very
so
hard.
you have your rocket when you are able to move it. I'm going to draw blind again. And I'm going to draw blind again. And with a green and yellow, I'm going to go ahead and peek at this. I just need reds. Sam's drawing all my reds on his path to victory.
Yeah, that's not how this is working.
Um, oh, 3 reds and another purple to get my dang rocket.
I haven't gotten a single purple this game.
Sam shuffled. I'm just pointing that out. Sam shuffled.
Who rigged this?
Sam
Jordan
did.
rigged this. All right, Jordan.
What are you doing? Changing the universe to green? Okay. I'm gonna move red, purple, yellow, red, purple, purple, purple.
Cool.
And I'm out of cards. So So basically I need 4 of a color or 3 reds and a yellow. I guess a green yellow would do it. That's true. I need a green and a yellow before Sam gets 2 reds and a green. That's what we're racing for right now, chat. I'm sitting up here super close, but still green and a yellow.
Yeah, I really don't know like what the strat is here. I think the answer is
Draw black holes.
I think the answer
Actually,
is...
there aren't any black holes because we've drawn through the whole deck. So the remaining ones have to be on the board.
All right, I don't know. I'm gonna make the play. I'm gonna change that to blue.
Okay. I'm gonna draw. I see. Yeah, I see. No, that was the right play. Now I have to draw blind because I can't take the free green. So I'm just gonna draw blind.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And I'm gonna draw blind again. And drawing blind has been really good to me. Because I got 3 reds out of 4 cards.
Cool.
So we're gonna go ahead and make this a red, and I'm just gonna pull this stack up because it's getting very tall. So that's now a red, and I can't move. Sorry, I got excited.
All right. I guess I'm gonna have to draw.
You don't have a green, do you?
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
So now Sam needs 3 red and a move turn.
Yeah. So I think just to play safe, I have to do this.
You found a black hole. Were you holding it this whole time?
Not the whole time.
But like before the shuffle.
Before the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well played, sir.
Um,
Well played. That's smart.
and then I think the answer is discard the yellow.
Makes sense. All right. I don't have an answer for this black hole right now, but I don't want Sam to change this red, so we're gonna go ahead and take a turn to move on to it,
Yep.
just to freeze it. Now that I'm on it, he can't change it.
Yep.
So, oh, he had 2 reds. So now Sam's trying to draw red, before I get a black hole and a move, which puts Sam in the power position for sure. This is not going well, chat. This is not going well.
I mean, this is because of the way we're aligned right now. It is just blind draws, right? Because
yes.
you can't change the black hole and move in the same turn.
Correct.
Therefore, you're...
Yeah, and I need 4 of a color or 3 reds in order to even do it efficiently. Like, it's almost not worth me changing it just to change it, right? And there are no black holes left. So.
Oh, and I'm also, like... I'm guessing the answer is you cannot travel from an exoplanet to an exoplanet.
I would assume so. Otherwise, I would have just traveled onto yours and then onto the other one. If I can travel to exoplanets, then I would have already won the game. But I am...
You got 4?
I don't have 4, but I might have 4, but I don't have 4. But I am going to go ahead and change that black hole to blue just to give myself something to draw for that is not black hole. Because if I get any other color, I could just change it again.
Got it.
And hopefully this puts you a little bit on the defensive, because now we're both only searching for one color. Of course, if you just draw red, then you know you've got it, unless I have it, right?
Okay, so this is interesting. Don't look.
Okay.
For posterity's sake, I'm going to show chat what I have.
It's 6 reds. Just kidding.
So...
Change it yellow, change it yellow, change it yellow.
I'm actually not sure what the right play is here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna force you to talk me through the right play. I'm gonna show you my cards.
Okay.
All right. So I just drew the red.
Okay.
But I also have 3 green.
Okay.
So the question is, what card do you have there?
Right. I have 2.
Yeah. It is. Oh.
I have 2 cards. I have 2 cards. They could be anything, except they're probably not a black hole. But they
Okay,
could.
but you did draw 2 last turn.
Yes. I drew 2 cards, and then I had 5 cards, and I laid 3 of them down to get the blue in place.
Got it. Okay. So
you're hoping I don't have a purple. If I have a purple, you've already lost.
So purple doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
So the question is are either of these green or blue?
Right. So let's see. If you drew 2 last turn, that means you definitely did not have 3 blue the turn before, or else you would have potentially played the 3 blue. Like, it's not 100%,
Right,
but like
less
logically,
likely. Yep.
you probably would have played it.
Yeah. So best case scenario for me in the logical standpoint is that I had
2 blues,
2 blue,
and you drew,
and I drew
2
blues, right? And that would be the win that I'm counting on, if I have blue,
Yeah.
or I had 1 blue and I drew 2 blues, right?
Right.
So
And so I think,
now if I have a blue and a green, you're screwed. So it doesn't matter.
yeah. My inclination is that you have a yellow and a red.
Okay. The other statistical factor based on public knowledge is that if I had 2 green, I definitely would have picked up these 2.
Yes.
If I had 1 green, I might have. But if I had 2, I definitely would have. So you know that this is not 2 green cards, for sure.
But it could be 1 green.
But it could be 1 green. And if
even then, there
there's
was a high likelihood
right.
that you would have...
even then, and the only reason I wouldn't have done that if I had a green, if I only had 1 green, was to prevent a free red draw from coming up for you. Right?
This is the interesting part because of like turn sequencing.
Heartbark Games, thank you for the raid.
Hey.
Welcome everyone. We are playing Empty Space which is newly launched on Kickstarter today.
Which Jordan has rigged.
Yes, and Sam likes hiding behind the empty space.
It's a Sam! It's a Jordan!
So exclamation point KS if you guys want to check it out on Kickstarter. We are in the tense final moments of our first game here, talking through Sam's strategic options in his attempt to prevent me from winning because he knows he has the win next turn.
So it sounds like from all the discussing that it's purely a coin flip. I
Yeah.
don't have enough public information to know whether you have a green or not,
Right.
or whether you have a secondary blue.
Right.
I know you don't have 2 green,
Yes.
and I know you don't have 2 blue.
Right. And you also know that statistically, if I just played a bunch of blue, I probably have a red or yellow in here somewhere.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for the fun of it, not because I think it's the best strategy, but because of the fun of it.
So here's what just happened, chat. For those of you who are joining us, this is you can peek, just don't say anything. This is a space exploration game where we are revealing the tiles as we move. And we've each navigated our probe colors to the exoplanet of that color, and then we have sent our rockets after it. And we are trying to be the first person to get both the rocket and the probe on the exoplanet. But you can't start moving the rocket until your probe has reached it. So you kind of traverse this whole board twice. And we've reached the point where I was one space away from my exoplanet, but I couldn't move on to it because it was a black hole. I changed it into a blue, which meant that the only way to move on to it would be with a blue card because I am not the blue rocket. And Sam needs a red to move through the red to get to his yellow exoplanet. He has it, but he just drew it this turn.
Which means I cannot move.
Right.
Oh, crap. What do we do?
Would what do? You just... Oh. Weird. What did...
That's weird.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I never added it onto this one. Oh, they don't act the same. Okay, never mind. All right.
Sam ruined everything.
Throw
It's
things
fine.
at him.
So what happened here was Sam is banking on whether or not I had blue or green in my hand of 2 cards that I had remaining. And so he decided that it was more or less a coin flip. So he's going to take his chances and change it to green. And at that point, I don't have a lot of options. So because Sam showed me his card so we could talk it through, I know that he has already won because I have a red and a yellow. Not knowing that, the correct play for me would be to for sure pick up one of these greens. And then when a red did not come up, which is what Sam would need, I would just draw blind.
Yeah. I mean, I think part of it is also knowing that we did the math on black holes, and since we went through, it was very unlikely that there was another black hole anywhere.
Right.
In fact, it was not possible.
Yeah.
Well, you knew it was not possible.
I knew it wasn't possible because you had saved one and then played it, and I knew I didn't have any.
And so I think the other thing is we also knew we were out of wilds.
Yep.
So I don't know if it made any difference to bait you into drawing a green from the top. Probably not at all. So, all right. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I could have had a blue. So Sam on his turn moves and claims victory in game 1. So that's the game right there. Sam has gotten both his yellow probe and his yellow rocket to the exoplanet and has claimed his victory. A quick recap of the path here is we had a red, a purple, a yellow, a red, 2 more purples, and then a purple to the left. And then after several changes, this became a red, and Sam managed to get the 3 reds that he needed to traverse that path, since purples are wild and don't cost anything. That was a blue. This was another black
This
hole,
is a green. Oh.
which I couldn't replace because it was never face up. The interesting thing about face down black holes is you can never get rid of them
What's
and,
up?
without destroying yourself. Hey,
Hey, I see you. You streaming?
We're streaming, yeah.
sorry.
They're streaming.
Say hi, chat.
All right, I'm gonna switch this back.
Yeah, so Sam got his victory here. So we can actually, if we want to do a second quick game, we can try one of these alternate layouts. They have this cool zigzaggy one, which is interesting and kind of narrowed, which just means we shuffle up the cards really quick.
Oh, here's another black hole.
Yeah, all the other black holes had to be on the board somewhere because we didn't.
Well, I
find
didn't
them.
count how many were left.
Wow, people just breaking into the building and
And here's the.
all the purples. I mean, they got to
mean,
be somewhere, right?
If you were green in this game, you would have been
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
well off.
Or blue. Oh, well, blue would have had a tough time getting there,
Yeah.
but our early black hole craziness really constricted the space.
Yeah.
Like, that was the path, and it was only going to be the path unless someone expended something to change over one of those early black holes, which would have been worth doing if it weren't for the fact that it was all reds and yellows. So like we both had an advantageous path. It was slightly better for me, but you managed to get the reds you needed, and I spent forever drawing yellows, even though I had the yellows early on.
Okay. I'm down to play one more. Let's play without the. Let's play the shortened version.
Yeah, shortened version with free rockets. So we're gonna play again here, chat. The only thing that's going to change is you don't have to pay for the probes and rockets. You just pick a color at the beginning of the game, which
Go pick yellow.
would have been to my advantage last game because I got
Yeah.
very
Well,
close.
How about we also like just
But-
pick we'll just pick now. That way the randomness of the cards don't matter.
Sure. Yeah. I think
That would be the one thing that changes is
Yeah.
you could look at what's in there and be like, oh, I have 4 blues. I'm not picking blue.
Yeah, you could look at what's in your hand. You could also look at what 2 cards were revealed before the start of the game. So I want to be blue this time just because that's my color.
Wow.
If you wanna grab those.
Okay.
I don't want to be yellow. I don't want to be red. Red lost.
Yeah.
Red was bad.
Red's a loser.
So we are going to play the quicker version of the game, but we are going to play a slightly different board layout. When you're done shuffling, we'll just set it up like that.
Okay. I mean, I just take those and do it, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, what do you think about this game? Is it fun?
So this game launched on Kickstarter today. They already have 35 backers. They're, I think, 30 or 40% of the way to their funding goal. And I don't know if they're still here, but Empty Space Board Games was in chat with us when we started the stream, which is awesome to see them, especially because they're based in the UK and it's very late for them.
We're early.
Right? Yes. So this is kind of just a little simple zigzag path here that just means there's less options, which makes the choke points for black holes have more potential. But
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 less cards on the board.
yes. And I believe while this isn't necessarily required, all of the example alternative setups that they have are all 7 rows deep. Regardless of how wide they get, they all go 7 rows deep, which I think is just a matter of like making sure that you have to make at least 7 moves to get there,
Yeah.
just for balance of game length, probably. I'm just gonna go ahead and deal out
Yep.
our few. I was almost perfect on my cut by 1 card. Oh, that was totally the card that was supposed to go here. Oh, by 1 card. Okay. Oh, look at that. Sam won, so Sam goes first. That's totally fine.
Okay, so let's flip cards.
Yeah.
I'll flip this one. Wow.
Look at that early black hole. I mean, I like your strategy there. Flip the gateway planet. card, whatever.
Yikes.
So we have a black hole there that we will have to deal with, one of us. I think I am going to go ahead and flip this one. Okay. So now we'll look at these. Sam's going to go first, which is definitely an advantage because he definitely wants that purple.
Revenge
Oh,
of the
look,
Greens.
4 purples. I mean, what?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I guess I'll draw blind.
So what do we have here? We have green, red, red in the back.
Yeah.
Green, red, red. Okay. Or is it, sorry, green, red, green. My bad. I wasn't looking. I'm going to go ahead and,
Hold on,
oh wait, sorry, Sam's moving.
I'm gonna
Sam's
peek. I'm gonna
playing.
peek. I'm gonna peek. Cool.
The sun will be coming up soon, kind of dozing. Appreciate you being here, Empty Space. It's 2 greens. Interesting.
Same strat.
Draw blind.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to do us both a favor, Sam. I'm going to draw this green,
And draw this other green.
and I'm going to draw this other green, and then I'm going to play 3 greens to turn this black hole into a green. I will sacrifice for the greater good.
Well, I'll do you a favor.
And move on to that and reveal it. What is it? Is it a black hole?
It's definitely a yellow.
Hey, you could have destroyed yourself early for the hell of it. What was that? Green? Man, look at all these greens.
I will play green.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'll stand still.
Okay. I am going to move on to this. Is that a green?
It's a green.
I'm gonna explode. I move on to it.
How did
and-
we not learn from game 1 to just buy green?
Right? It was taunting us. So yeah, I just got a green there. Rip me.
Let's think about this.
My grid deal was not as good because of the lack of uniformity of this layout.
Draw blind.
Everything kind of tilts. Ha, tilts.
Draw blind. Wow. Okay. I
Gonna peek at something?
actually no.
You're just gonna-
I'm gonna.
You're gonna make it yellow?
I drew 2 yellows.
Wow.
And
hate
I was
you a little
like,
bit.
there's nothing I can do.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah. Okay, that's
just
fine.
do that. Because we'll want to shuffle them back in. Oh, that's how black holes get back in the deck. We definitely, our laziness of just stacking things definitely screwed up the shuffle.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay.
I
mean-
like. Also, is it clear that you're not supposed to stack?
Black holes go on top, but the other ones say replace. So if you do a change
get that thing?
if you do a change the universe, it says to discard the card that's being replaced. But if you play a black hole, it says place it on top. So if you change the universe on a black hole, you would discard the black hole and it would go back in. Now, I don't think it had a huge effect on the game other than odds on like the last couple turns because we shuffled very late in the game.
Yeah.
But we definitely did not do that correctly.
You would have put 2 back in.
Yeah. But I was sitting on that space, so which was advantageous for me, but also gave me no move at the last turn.
I mean, it did put me in a position where if I had control of a black hole, then it didn't matter when you did this because I could just
Yep.
put it back up and then
Yep.
block you again.
It's a red, huh? I'm gonna draw blind, and I'm going to draw this red, and I'm going to change that into a red
Cool.
because it's not yellow.
That's fine.
This is a much harder pathway than the last game, that's for sure.
Well, that's yellow. You can have that one.
Okay, thanks. How nice. My strategy this game is just stay at the beginning and let Sam do all the exploring.
Hey,
It's
a good
working.
strategy so far.
It's working. I'm going to draw this yellow, And then
Draw another yellow.
I don't actually think I want another yellow right now. I think I want blind card.
Okay.
Do you have a blue, or would you like to explode?
Blue.
Hey!
Red.
Hey!
Your turn.
Okay.
You're like yellow, green, red.
I'm going to draw a blue,
Wow. Wonder what you have
and
in
I'm
your
going to
hand.
draw a purple. Man, this is a tough decision, actually. Extra
Oh!
tough decision. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a yellow and a blue, and we're gonna peek here, and that's it. Gonna save the other 4
I
cards.
mean, okay, so I have to do this.
Yeah,
Flip the next one, please.
black hole. You need it. I need it. That sucks for me.
You know what? You don't need that one.
Right. I'm going to start moving. I need to start moving because the hand limit is preventing me from
Yep.
doing much right now. So I'm going to play this yellow. I'm going to play a purple to go onto the green. I'm going to take the blue for free. And I would like to stop for now.
Okay. So I will do green to move here, purple to move onto red, and I will also stop.
Okay. I know you're holding that black hole.
You know I am.
So I'm going to do the thing
You
that
have to
is
do?
going to be great, which is 2 more purples. I had a 3 purple yellow hand.
You're a motherfucker.
I just held the purples to see what you would do. I could have leapfrogged you.
Suck it. You suck. Okay, so let's do some math here. Number of purples Sam's gotten. 1.
Number of purples Jordan's gotten over 2 games is like 8. Yeah, I think it's something like that. I'm gonna draw blind.
You kind of have to, don't you?
And what do we have here? A red and a green in front of us. You're on a red, and there's a green up there, plus what I peeked at. I'm gonna. I'm gonna draw this yellow. Damn it! I should have drawn blind.
Well, heck.
Of course, there's not a lot of option to play those black holes right now.
Taking it.
Yeah. You're just gonna have to play something else out of your hand.
I guess I'll just take this blue.
Okay, so you have 6 cards, right?
Yep.
So you're gonna have to do something. Oh, look at all these blues coming up. I like blues. You're peeking at it. Just reveal it. I already looked at it. Hey, look, it's my blue.
Suck.
I'm gonna take this blue, and I'm gonna take this blue. There, that seems better. And I'm going to go ahead and peek at this one. We haven't really been reading them out, but each of these cards actually does have unique text on it that like names what part of the galaxy it is. So we have like the Milky Way, the Starburst Galaxy, Comet Hartley 2, NGC 6153, Dione, etc. So they're all like comets and galaxies and different places in the universe. I believe that they are all real places in the universe, though I am not enough of an astronomy geek to verify that. Tough thoughts, huh? Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and. Hey, look at those yellows. Hey.
Gonna watch it burn.
Okay. I'm gonna draw blind.
Oh, I'm not done. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm still gonna draw blind. I'm gonna stop because I forgot that you could play more. You gonna play another black hole? Choke up the whole thing? No, you didn't want a full choke point.
No.
You didn't want to let me catch up. There will be some descriptions of what the cards are astronomy-wise in the rulebook. That's awesome.
Go ahead.
So I already did one blind draw. I'm doing a second blind draw, and I am done.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Sorry. Before you do that, there is one thing I wanted to do. I apologize. I actually wanted to do that.
Okay. Well.
Sorry. It not because of your thing. I just literally was focused on reading chat, and I forgot that I had a card to play.
Yeah. I mean,
You don't have to move. You can draw instead if you want, because you didn't look at the card. You can change what you were going to do.
Yeah, I guess I'll draw.
There's no obvious reason for me to let you sneak past there when I can use it to catch up to you. Although this is an interesting point, which I didn't cover last game. It affects me more than it affects you. I cannot sit on your space. We can't occupy the same card together.
I did not know that.
I know. That's why I'm pointing it out now,
That
because I
changes
forgot.
things.
You're in a great position. I can move past you, but I cannot occupy the same space.
How do you move past me at this point?
By going here and there.
Okay, so you just can't end the turn in the
Correct.
same space.
Yes. You can't block me, but because of the black holes, my only options are to go to the side of you.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna draw blind. I'm gonna draw blind. And we're gonna do a red-green peek at this
I
one.
already peeked it, so if you want.
All right. Oh, look at all these reds. This. So he had a green and a red up, huh? He's drawing a yellow. Is he drawing another yellow? There will be some. Oh yeah, I already read that. Choices. This these black holes are way more important this time around.
I guess I will draw the other yellow.
Okay. Oh, look at that! I think I'll take that black hole.
Oh, just let
Sorry.
me finish.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that
Alright.
you draw and then play.
Go ahead.
Take the what? Yeah.
I'm bad at memorizing the different ways that the turns go. You know what? I will take. Will I take that green? I will take that green. And I'm going to just discard a blue.
Okay. Can you flip?
I can. Hey, look, a blue. Mistakes were made, chat. Mistakes were made. I feel good about my position right now, though, chat. What will Sam play? What in Sam hell? Black hole craziness. Okay.
Discard this one.
Okay. I need a green and a red to move past you. Here is a green and a red. And that's my turn.
Wait, how?
I'm discarded a green and a red to move to the green and the red. So I went 1, 2.
Yeah, but
Right.
there's a red and a red.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was green and red. Well, I would have drawn this red, but oh well. Rip me. I thought this one was a green.
I applaud the effort.
I guess I'm drawing the red. Hey, look, a green. And I'm going to draw the blue.
Okay, cool. Give me that yellow.
Hold on. I have 5 cards. I
Give
have
me that
choices
yellow.
to make. I have choices
Give
to
me the
make.
yellow. It's not going to change my choice.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna discard this green, which was useless.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, you want a purple, Sam? Sam's purple count just doubled for the whole night.
This is true.
Good job. I'm very proud
Let's
of you,
get rid of that black hole.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, I have 3 yellows.
Okay.
So just toss those.
Okay.
I just flip that card too.
Oh yeah. I'm a dick, so black hole. And then I'm gonna play my double red now.
Sure. This red.
I held this black hole just to wait for Sam to make a path forward. So now he has to start collecting yellows again. I'm gonna. Oh, you're discarding a yellow?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna draw blue. And I'm gonna draw another blue. Ah, fail. There's no right move here.
There is part of me that feel like, and I know I'm jumping the gun a little bit here, but there's part of me that feels like when you pare down the number of cards that are on the table, like you should not have the same number of black holes. That feels like a balance issue.
That could be,
Yeah, it feels like a huge balance issue.
that could be true.
But finish your turn.
Yeah, same with purples, right? Like,
Yeah.
should be like remove 2 purples, remove 2 black holes.
Well,
or something.
I think the difference with purples is like the sense of permanence of a purple is not as big,
Right.
unless it's like here specifically,
Right.
and maybe that is about part of the balance mechanic.
Yeah.
Is like purples don't go into this,
Yep.
and you can only draw.
I'm not going to do anything.
Cool. I'm gonna draw a black hole.
Yeah, I'm gonna bide my time.
What's the next flip?
Oh yeah, sorry.
All right. I'm going to take a green.
Look at this green party. Oh, look at these black holes. Okay. What else? All right, I'm gonna draw this black hole. This is gonna be crazy second time around, trying to get our rockets through. And I'm gonna draw that blue. And then for 3 blues, I'm gonna replace this black hole. And I'm done. Sorry.
Okay, so like, this is interesting. I think I know the answers to the question.
Okay.
Which is I need to draw this red,
Okay. Hey, look, yellow.
and then I will draw the yellow,
Okay.
and then immediate play to peek at this card.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Do your thing.
I'm gonna move while I can. Oh wait, unless this is a black hole. Okay.
Do your thing.
I'm gonna move, and I'm going to stop because I'm afraid.
Cool.
Go ahead, Sam. We now have a path forward
Red,
after much posturing.
blue.
And that is a yellow. Flip all the cards. We finally made it. Please, no.
Oh!
No. Yes! Okay, so just for those of you who are watching, here we go. Sam's moving on to the blue. Do you have it? He's got it. All right, he's on it.
Yes.
Okay.
This is fine.
I need a yellow. I'm gonna draw that yellow, and I need a green eventually. So I think I'm gonna draw the green.
Sure.
And then we're just gonna go ahead and black hole that.
Sure.
Sam's on his rocket though. I'm behind at least a turn. Wow, look at those blues.
There you go.
Black hole me. Okay. I'm going to draw this blue.
Oh yeah. That is legit a bad play for me too, because it
the
was a
long
free
term,
yellow. Yeah,
yeah.
it was a free yellow for me.
But it did slow me down, so
Yeah.
I can see how it was a strategic play. I'm going to draw blind. Okay. We're going to. We're gonna replace this black hole with more blue. And stop there. Oh, look at all those yellows. I'm so close, chat.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. My rocket's in play. Sam's rocket's in play. We're going back to the beginning.
I will say this is a good point to bring this up in this specific game mode. I didn't think about it, so obviously neither of us should get to play this way.
Right.
But in this game mode, because we don't have to wait for another 4, are you normally able to immediately start moving your rocket, or once you get to your exoplanet, do you have to wait till next turn?
I would assume wait till next turn.
I think it's an
Yeah.
important thing to know, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I would have to. I'll briefly look at it just to see if they call it out, but I would assume it is wait till next turn.
So I will go ahead and move on to Wolf Riot 31A.
Okay.
And then I will risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah.
And I went boom.
You went boom on the green. Okay. I think we need green cards. So I'm
Just
gonna
a
draw
little bit.
blind,
Just a little bit.
and I'm gonna draw blind again, and we're going to use a yellow and a red to give this one a little peek. Nothing to see there,
Yeah. I'm going to grab a yellow.
and we need shuffles.
Yeah, I will draw from the top after this.
Okay. Here, just to not stop your play, just draw one. And then I will shuffle these real quick while you're thinking about how to finish your turn. And then I'll probably hand these to you to shuffle so I can take my turn. Just gonna peek it. Okay. Yeah, we need green.
fuck?
It's 4 greens.
Also, let's just shuffle this in. while
Oh,
you're at it.
yeah, here. Let me give those to you. Because and that would be shuffled at this point.
Yeah.
So, technically the 2 you played wouldn't go in, but it's fine.
I know.
I'm going to play 2 greens and move. Just to get it out of the way. Yeah. I think that's the play. This is going to get sticky with all these black holes we got to replace. And now there's, what, I think at least 3 black holes back in the deck. Which means that some of these we haven't revealed are also black holes.
Yeah.
Because we've never seen them.
I'll grab that.
Wow, look at those useless reds.
Yeah, I will. I'll play 3. Oh, sorry.
3 to make that yellow. Got it. Okay. I'm going to draw blind. And I'm going to draw blind. And I'm done.
Also done.
Okay. I'm going to draw a red.
You need another one.
I think I'm going to draw another red. And then
I wonder why.
I'm just going to do us a favor and make this black hole a red.
Okay.
And I'm done. Just trying to clear up the path again, chat. It's teamwork until I get far enough ahead of Sam that it's not teamwork. Or vice versa. We definitely made it hard on ourselves.
Yeah, I mean honestly, like I'm almost at a point where I don't know if I want to finish the game. I'll tell you why. So I just drew another black hole.
Oh, so like you could slow it down more.
And I think I think strategically, like either you gum up the works at the beginning
Yeah.
and catch up, or like this 3 green is really hard,
It's true.
right? Like, and I either like gum up the works more at the beginning to create no statistical advantage, or I wait till the end.
I mean, you could play it now just to get rid of one of my blues at the end.
Yeah, but like that's not necessarily helpful for me because I don't know if like yes, like if you get to here, that's a win. Like
Right. It's a win. Yeah.
You've won.
So
but-
I have you need 3 blues and I don't. So like you could change it with the black hole
yeah.
in a way that makes it more balanced for you to get to the finish.
Yeah, but like this.
You just
don't
have
know.
like a smattering of colors.
I mean, this is what I have, right? And so like I've been trying to draw a blind to get a blue,
right.
and which would even be worth changing one of these to blue
Yeah.
just to have one less thing. But like, I mean, like
I mean,
I don't know how many greens you have. Maybe you're flush with green, but
not.
like I haven't
Really.
drawn any green,
Yeah.
so.
I mean, you could have gone for the yellow in the hopes of doing it differently that way, right?
But I think once again, it's the 4 card, right?
Right. The
So
4 card limit is.
when
is
I have
limiting.
this in my hand, I'm not looking to toss any of them away.
Right. There's nothing left to peek at.
If I had a green, I could toss this just to get
Yeah.
here, but I don't.
Yeah. I guess that's not entirely true. There are things to peek at if we wanted to go around this black hole.
But like,
But yeah.
okay, so like,
Peek does seem low value.
yeah. So it's like, okay, so I peek at this. Okay, cool. Like, I know I don't need to get rid of this black hole.
Right.
But like,
I mean, that's fair.
so, I don't know. Do you want to finish?
I mean, we don't have to. We already did a full game. We're in the back half. It's pretty clogged up.
Yeah.
So who knows who would win. But it was definitely a very different game playing with this constricted setup than the first time.
Oh, I definitely agree
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, we can jump into the
Okay.
post game.
Cool. Do you have greens? Oh.
I
See, you had the same
I had a
problem
black
I
hole
did.
and a purple.
You had the same problem I did, which is like, what are you gonna play? And
Yeah.
moving one is not worth
moving
it.
one on a purple doesn't.
Is not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially because you can't play cards after you move. Otherwise, I would move one on a purple and black hole behind me, right? But I can't, which is like fine. That would be really powerful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scoring game. There's no score.
Yeah, scoring the game. Sam won a game. I was ahead on this game, and Sam folded
we can
to
say
me.
we can say we tied. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can say we tied. Like that's fine.
That's what happened.
Chat won. Congrats, Kate Butts. You're
Yeah.
a winner.
Look and feel. Obviously, this is a prototype, so this is not the final components that come with the game. We're also one thing we haven't really talked about is the pledge levels of this game. There is a like almost travel-friendly version that is very very nicely priced at like $19. That the whole game fits in a drawstring bag with the cards and the pieces, and then there will be like a one-page rules thing. Then there is a boxed version. So we're playing with what is more akin to the travel version and a prototype. But for me, look and feel wise, I hope that the final pieces keep the spaceship thing. I hope the probes are more interesting. The cards themselves like have good art, and I like that for the thing. Assuming most of these are real, which it seems like they are, the pictures are like art of the actual thing, like the moon or Apollo 10, right? So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, so my really only critique on the look and feel is it felt like thematically we had to go with square, but I don't like the square cards. I think I would have much rather had regular playing size cards, being able to put the graphic in the middle, Starburst Galaxy at top, and then maybe at the bottom put some flavor text. Here's the reason why. When I have something that I feel like is pretty, I want to sleeve it. And having to get custom sleeves
Right.
or a custom cut is somewhat annoying.
Yep, I
So
understand that.
that's really my only complaint.
Yep. Conversely, it kind of has to be that way because it's a tile laying game. And in order to make it very configurable, the squares work better. but your
It
concern
just
is
takes
totally
a little
valid.
bit less space. It
Yeah.
takes a little bit less space.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
I mean, just in terms of like having a nice grid layout that is flexible for the variability of the game, the squares are nice for that. But you're not wrong that from the standpoint of if the cards are nice and have pretty art, if you want to sleeve them, this is a harder thing to sleeve.
Yeah. Only real complaint.
Not look and feel. Visual accessibility. For me, this is I'm going to give it a 1 for visual accessibility, mainly because of the obvious problem that we saw in the game, which was as a partially colorblind person, I literally spent several turns trying to set up a move, and then I made the move, and you looked at me and said, "That's not green."
Yes.
And there was no way to tell because all of the cards
So I
are
did
the
look.
same.
I did look. There actually is a way to tell.
Yeah.
It is just not big enough of a difference. So
Is it like the shape of the
So you see
rocket or
the
something?
blue? The blue has 4 protrusions.
Oh, they're
that you can
different
see.
rockets.
There are actually different rockets. But it like you'll see it better if you look at
The red and the green look like the same rocket to me,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, no, and exactly. Like
And the yellow. The blue's the only one that's obvious to me.
yeah. So there was somewhat of an attempt, but I totally agree with you
Yeah.
that it probably would have been better that way. I think a very cheap potential fix. Honestly, they should just do different rockets. But the cheap potential fix would have been to put things in different corners, right? So like
Yeah.
if blue is always here, red is always here, yellow is always here, green is always here, because you have text to know which direction, you could have done that. But I agree with you,
Yeah.
like
And again, obviously this is a prototype, so like things can change before they print it. I hope they do change it. Definitely making the rockets more distinct would help. Coming up with just unique, futuristic ways to think about what a rocket could look like would help get it out of the box.
Yeah.
Also, another cheap, easy way to do that would be not have circles around them for all of them. Use a different shape. Circle, square, octagon, whatever.
And I imagine that's like if we're looking at these rockets and ships as like, things, that probably was like, we want to make all of these tokens the same, so we need to make all of the
Right.
art the same to represent the token. But
Yeah.
I agree with you. The shape and the cutout could have been the way to do that.
Yeah. Changing the shapes of each rocket so you can tell the color from the shape. Awesome. Also, again, I already said I hope that the probes are something more interesting than a cone, but I also kind of want the rocket to fit in the probe for no particular reason, just because I'm playing with it right now. Don't take that as serious feedback, though.
All right, let's go to. Don't take any of Jordan's feedback.
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding. Learning.
Learning. For me, I would give it a. Actually, you go first. I want to think about this for a sec.
I mean, I think the short answer is I'd give it like a 3. It wasn't the easiest thing to learn, but none of the concepts are overly difficult. Obviously, like the player guide, like support card just tells you exactly what you can do. I don't know what this color with the U thing is. That's kind of weird. I'm just kidding. No,
What?
it's just the British spelling.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm kidding. So yeah, I feel like if a friend is explaining to you this, like if Jordan owns this game and he's explaining it to me, there's like a 5 because it'd take you 2 seconds to
Right.
explain.
If I actually knew how to play it
yeah.
already.
But it's a 3 otherwise because I think there are very situational mechanics that come into play.
Yeah, I think I was leaning 4, but I am also a 3 for a couple reasons. One, I wish that the player reference card said what you do with black holes, because you actually were not sure what it cost to play a black hole because it's the only thing not listed in the play card section. 2 was there are a couple, while this game, once you know it, is very simple, there are a few things you can do, the mechanics are very simple, there were a few points where I felt like it felt more complicated than it had to be. One of them being like the confusion you had over how you change the universe, right? And like playing 3 of the same card, and then you take a card from the 3 you played and put it down. Like, I would have rather have it be like discard 2 cards to play a third one of the same color from your hand, right? That would make, to me, is a better way to explain that is like less mental backflips to figure out what the mechanic does.
And honestly, that mechanic could have been discard 2, or discard 2, play a third one of that color, or like use 2 to play the other one, right? So like
Yeah.
if you had 2 pair, you could change it to one of the cards in the pair.
Yeah,
Like,
something like that.
I think that's more into the game itself, not the
Yeah,
learning. But
yeah.
I felt like that mechanic. Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like there were a few of the things where it was just like, I felt like while the mechanic itself was simple, my brain was just thinking too hard about going through the motions. Like the fact that I kept screwing up the order of how things work in the different turn modes, right? Because in research mode, you draw first, then play, then discard. But in explore mode, you play first, then move. So it's like in one of them, you play cards first, and the other one you play cards second, depending on which you choose. So between the different turns, the order of operations are different, and that's like just a very simple thing that makes it complicated for you to remember and internalize how the game plays. So I still very easy game to play and fairly easy to learn. 3 is not a bad score, but that's why I would give it a 3 instead of a 4.
Complexity.
I think this is a fairly low complexity game. I would give it a 2.
I'm with the 2. I mean, the board. So the board state's already out there. I think, generally speaking, the peak versus reveal in a 2-player game is obviously awkward. I think in a 3 or 4-player game, it could be a very different mechanic.
Yeah.
But I think that the fact that there's no way for you to use once you actually need to use the information, everyone has it.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel like too complicated.
I also realized after we finished playing, I didn't realize this is all we were playing. I realized why the reveal mechanic is useful. You've peeked at a black hole. You reveal it so that it is now face up so you can replace it. Because while it's face down, you can't replace it. That didn't register on me at all when we were playing. But now I understand why you can peek and reveal, and why that can be sometimes advantageous, even though it gives other players information. Because it allows you to do change the universe later. So that's a cool thing. But yeah, I think it's a 2. And again, when we get into complexity here, this is an objective rating. It's not necessarily good or bad. People like games of different complexity. For a game that plays quickly, I would argue that low complexity is usually a good thing. Because high complexity for a short game means that there's just a lot to keep track of for how short the game is. So for a game that the first game we played, I don't even think took 30 minutes. But for a game that is rated at 30 minutes, 2 complexity seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I'm basically in the same boat.
Strategic depth. I would give this a 3. I think there's a surprising amount of depth in terms of the choices you have to make, though there is not a lot of choices, right? Your choices are very driven by the cards that you draw and what is available on the board, but there's a lot of depth in terms of do you just make a mad rush? How do you block people? When do you play the black holes?
Yeah.
When do you do the change the universe to try and give yourself an advantage, or strategically trying to change cards when people are collecting for a certain path? There was more depth to it than I expected from what the game looks like and what the rules say.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be that guy, and you know a lot of this is just how I like to play games.
Exclamation point, Sam.
Yeah, we should probably change some of that. Yeah. The Sings thing is no longer relevant.
You're not.
No, because we're already got partnered.
Damn it!
So here's the thing. I'm gonna give it a 2.
For depth.
Depth, because I think I would give Ticket to Ride around a 3, and I can't give this a score higher than Ticket to Ride. Now, here's what would make the difference between a 2 and a 3. Max hand size of 5. I'm willing to bet if we played this game and we had a max hand size of 5, the amount of gameplay that could occur would change dramatically.
You're probably right.
That's my bet. And I think the reason I might be wrong, but I'm willing to bet if we went back through these 2 games, we probably didn't play cards in the explore phase. It is actually probably very unlikely that we actually did a play cards action in the explore phase because of the limit. Like, we needed to save cards to make movement.
Right. Yeah. Like it was very rare that you got in a situation that you could like keep 3 cards for a change the universe in your 4 and then do it on
then
an
make a
explore
move.
phase. Mostly it was like, I have 5 cards. I have 2 that are important and I have 3 that are the same, so I need to do it now. And that actually screwed you because you changed this to a yellow and then on my turn I black holed it. So like, but you were probably, at that point, you were definitely keeping a purple, and I think you had something else important that you wanted to save.
Exactly. So I think I'm willing to say that giving it a 2, I'd probably give it a 3 if they just changed the max hand size to 5.
So yeah, definitely the mechanics and the choices are tight enough that making a minor tweak like that can definitely change how this game
And
plays.
maybe I'm willing to put this out there. Maybe that's a change that's actually only relevant in balancing for a 2-player game.
Could
Maybe
be.
in a 3-player game, 4 is actually a perfect number.
Yeah. Because I could see how if you can store too many cards, you could get in a situation where like on your explore phase, suddenly you move like 6 spaces because you've just gotten like everything you need for the path, right? And you just move really, really far across the board. So yeah, it definitely seems like this could play very differently with a different number of players. There's also a solo variant, which we haven't talked about at all. I'm just calling it out. There's like separate rules for how to play solo, like black holes when they come up get played automatically and some different things like that because it's solo, so
interesting.
it's like blocking your own path.
All right, we went a little deep on that one.
Yeah, we did.
Excitement.
For me, I would say I'm somewhere between a 2 and a 3. I think that for a quick game that I can play in this time frame, it's light enough that I can teach it to people. I would pick something like this over like Ticket to Ride. I like that it's portable if you get the
much more
portable
portable.
version. So I if I were to get this game personally, I would opt for the portable version because of how quick the game plays. I would want to just be able to carry it places. So I'm somewhere between a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, I think I'm more of a solid 2, maybe getting to 1. I think I think a lot of it is ultimately we like part of it is the bias that you and I play a lot of games together.
Right.
But there's definitely potential analysis paralysis in this game.
Yeah.
Analysis paralysis plus RNG makes Sam a grumpy boy.
Yes. Exclamation point, Sam. Sam is not a fan of games where RNG is a heavy element. This is definitely a game that is like all about the RNG and how you respond to it.
Yeah, and I'm not saying RNG is a bad thing, but again, like I imagine some mechanic where like what I'm really trying to do is like almost like play like almost like rummy, right? Like where what I'm trying to do is get a pair and get a set, and then once I do that, I progress a certain amount of action, and that feels like the right way to do it. This doesn't feel like that.
Fair enough. I will say that because you brought it up earlier,
Thanks, K-Fox.
compared to a game like Ticket to Ride, which I basically won't play anymore, I would rather play this to Ticket to Ride because Ticket to Ride takes at least twice as long to play as this. You're collecting much larger sets, and you basically collect a set, and then you play it down, and you've played the set, and you've done a permanent thing, right? In this game, you're doing smaller set collection, right? 4 of a color, 3 of a color, 2 different colors. So that's the set collection happens and plays more quickly, and the board is more dynamic as a result of the things that can happen.
So what's interesting is I have a very good like way of talking about that, which I'll save for the post show.
Yeah.
Because it actually has to do with the game that we're playing coming up.
Awesome.
So we'll get back to that.
Yes.
But okay, great. So I think Jordan was a 2 or 3 on excitement. I was
Yep.
about a 2. So let's go into the end spiel. Yeah, I mean, right now it's on Kickstarter.
Yes. Exclamation point KS in chat. Empty space the board game.
It sounded like you were like empty, and then a space bar, the board game.
Yeah.
Not empty space. The board game. Wait, is it what? What's the name of the game?
No, the name is literally Empty Space. But I made the joke
empty-
before the stream started. Empty Space.
That's an underscore.
Yeah,
K-Bots.
yeah, that's an underscore.
You need the U on the.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I literally did empty and then wrote nothing below it except a
blank
line.
space. The blank space. The Taylor
Yeah.
Swift song. All right.
Kate made that joke on Discord earlier about why was it called Empty Space instead of Blank Space, and I was like, because then they'd have to write the names of all the backers in the book.
That's funny.
So, yeah, Empty Space, it's on Kickstarter now. They have a couple different pledge levels. The main ones that you're going to want to know about are the travel bag that comes with a one-sheet rules thing. Everything you see here, of course, this is a prototype, so it'll be different quality materials in the actual production run. And then there is the boxed version, which is this beautiful floating box here.
What is the sheet made of?
What is the sheet made of? I don't know. It's on the Kickstarter. I didn't look too closely, but I'm hoping that it's like a little laminated square. I would hope it's a durable laminated square. But I didn't look too closely at it. The value game.
Value.
So doesn't it look like one of those cheat sheet cards
Yeah.
that's probably laminated?
Yeah.
And then the full box game has like the big rule book with a bunch of cool astronomy stuff that talks about the cards and things like that. But yeah, they just launched on Kickstarter today, off to a great start. We're very excited that they made us part of their campaign. Hope you all had fun watching us play the game, watching Sam kick my butt and then fold to me
rage
on
quit?
game 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So thanks for checking this out. Let's go ahead and check the Kickstarter. It's Empty Space. For those of you who are watching us live, stick around for the post show coming at you in less than a minute. Bye.
Bye.